Hey there, Louis here. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can add a clickable hyperlink like this one to a Microsoft Power Automate workflow action. Let's go ahead and let's dive in. Now, I'll start off by showing you how to add a static clickable link to your Power Automate workflow action. Now, you can see here that I have a simple Microsoft Power Automate workflow that is posting a message in the channel of a team on a recurring basis. Now, you can see here that I have some hard-coded text, and what we want to do is insert our clickable link in this workflow action. Now, the first thing that we'll need to do is add a new workflow action into this workflow. So I'll go ahead and click on Insert a New Step, and then I'll click on Add an Action. And I am going to search for variable, and I am going to select Initialize Variable here. Next, we're going to give this variable a name, and I will call this folder link. And then we'll want to set the data type to a string. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to input the destination URL, that is the hyperlink that we want to include in our workflow action, in this value field. So I'll go ahead and paste in a hyperlink here, and the link that I'm including is just a link to a folder that is stored in a team. Next, we'll click into our post message in a chat or channel workflow action, and I will place my cursor at the end of this message that reads, please submit your status updates in this. And then you want to click on the code view button. Now, what this is going to do is this is actually going to display the HTML code that this message is going to rely on to be posted. And we're going to add some HTML to this workflow action. Now, you can see here that I've brought up Notepad and that I have a pre-built piece of HTML code displayed. Now, essentially what this code is doing is it is leveraging the HTML hrefs code, which allows you to set a destination URL. Now, just to run through the code very quickly, you can see here the P stands for paragraph tag, and then we have our anchor href tag, and this is where we'll actually insert the destination URL that we would like our hyperlink to link out to. And then we also have the text that we want to be featured in this link. And then the code has the closing anchor tag followed by a non-breaking space tag and then the ending paragraph tag. Now, if you want to learn how to schedule a recurring message in Microsoft Teams using Microsoft Power Automate, I do have a tutorial demonstrating how to do that. I've included a link to that video in the description below, or you can just click that card in the upper right-hand corner of your screen and watch it after you finish watching this video. Now, you can see here that I've gone ahead and updated the HTML code to feature the specific destination URL that I would like to link out to, and I've placed the word folder in my code as well, as that's the text that I want to appear in my message. Now, just a quick note, I've included a link in the description of this video below where you can actually go and download this HTML code. Now, I'll go ahead and copy this HTML code, and I am going to place my cursor back in the workflow action. And you can see here that we're still on that code view. And what I'm going to do is I am going to just delete this highlighted piece of text, as I already have that included in my HTML. And I will paste in the code that we just generated in this workflow action. And then I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And you can see here that this workflow is saved. All right, now you can see here that I've brought Microsoft Teams up, and I will go ahead and test the workflow that we just built. And you can see here that this message was posted. And if I go ahead and click on this See More button, you can see here our hard-coded text that reads, please submit your status updates in this folder. And if I go ahead and click on this, you can see that it has actually brought me right into that destination URL that we programmed in our workflow. All right, now the first thing that we'll do is add a new workflow action. Now I'll go ahead and click on Insert a New Step, and then I'll click on Add an Action. Next, I'll search for variable, and then I'll select this initialize variable action. And we'll go ahead and give this variable a name. I will call this item link. And then you want to set the data type to string. And then you want to place your cursor in the value field, and that will bring up the dynamic content pane. Here you want to search for link to item, and then you want to select this link to item attribute. Now this will essentially initialize a variable whenever this workflow executes, and then it will set this variable to the link to the item that triggered the workflow. Now I'll go ahead and expand my send task assigned email workflow action. Now what you want to do here is paste that same HTML code that we saw earlier in the tutorial. And this time, what you want to do is, instead of hard coding in a URL, you actually want to place your cursor between the quotation marks, and you want to insert that variable that we created from the dynamic content pane. So I'll go ahead and click on item link, and you can see here that we've added it. Next, you want to update the text that you would like to be featured in your hyperlink. You can see here that I've just added the word link, and then I'll go ahead and save this. Now, if you want to learn how to add email notifications to a SharePoint online list using Microsoft Power Automate, I do have a video demonstrating how to do that. I've included a link to that video in the description below, or you can just click that card in the upper right-hand corner and check it out after you finish watching this one. Now you can see here that I've brought up SharePoint and Outlook. Now I'll go ahead and save this item to trigger my workflow. And you can see here that our email notification fired, and I'll go ahead and click on this email. And you can see that the hyperlink was included. Now I'll just click on this link, and you can see that in this example, it took us right into the specific item that triggered the workflow. So that's it. In this tutorial, I demonstrated how you can add a clickable hyperlink to a Microsoft Power Automate workflow action. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please hit that thumbs up below, and be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on the latest tutorials that I publish. I'm Louis Yacobalis. Thanks for stopping by. Talk soon.